The Detroit Lions hit the road for the first of 2 straight road games to take on the New Orleans Saints at Caesars Superdome this afternoon. It's a big game for both teams as the Saints try to keep pace with the Falcons for first place in the NFC South. Detroit's looking to avoid back-to-back losses for the first time this season and extend their lead in the NFC North to 3 games over the Vikings. Here are 5 things to look out for in today's matchup. 1. Back together? Starting left guard Jonah Jackson was back to being a full participant in practice Thursday and Friday, and that's a good sign. He could be back in the lineup today after missing the last 2 games with a wrist injury. Jackson was listed as questionable on Friday's injury report. That would be good news for a Detroit offensive line coming off arguably its most uneven performance of the year on Thanksgiving against the Packers. Detroit rushed for 140 yards, but in pass protection they allowed 3 sacks and 12 quarterback hits. That's a pretty prideful group in the O-line room, and they'll be looking for a bounce-back performance with their starting 5. Taylor Decker, Jackson, Frank Ragnow, Graham Glasgow and Penei Sewell, potentially starting together for just the 3rd time this season. 2. Ball security. The Lions have made it an emphasis this week, and we've seen it in the portion of practice open to the media after Detroit turned the ball over 7 times in their last 2 contests. Quarterback Jared Goff in particular talked this week about being more careful with the football, especially when he breaks the pocket. The Saints' defense enters today's contest 2nd in the NFL with 14 interceptions and tied for 4th with 20 takeaways total. It's an opportunistic group, and the last thing the Lions want to do on the road is give the Saints extra possessions and short fields due to their mistakes. 3. Pass rush. The Lions could certainly use more of it. Aidan Hutchinson is 2nd in the NFL behind only Micah Parsons, 47, and Maxx Crosby, 47, with 46 hurries on the season. He'd like those to lead to more than the 5.5 sacks he has on the season, but he's dealing with a lot of double teams and chips because the Lions haven't been able to have someone else on the other edge consistently step up and make plays. They've been getting a good rush from the interior with Alim McNeill, but they need a 3rd player to step up. One player defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn talked about this week was 2nd-year defensive lineman Josh Paschal. The 2nd-round pick last year has been good in the run game setting the edge, but Glenn said he wants to see more pass rush prowess from Paschal to help alleviate some pressure off Hutchinson. Paschal is still looking for his 1st sack this season. The Lions rank 26th on the year with just 23 sacks. 4. Red zone. The red zone will be a big aspect of this afternoon's contest.